Our first set is, well, no slouch, Zap, because I know you were more excited than anybody else to get into this.
You know
we are going to be starting with the one and only, the Moist Boys, Goblin versus Kola. Let's get into it on PS2, the Roy Ditto.
It could not be more exciting here last. Two of the best Roys in the business, and it's not even close. Kola and Goblin have been playing Roy since day one, and you'll see why with the explosive gameplay that they both exhibit here.
Well,
already off to a great start. Kola going absolutely crazy with a 0 to death.
That's certainly one way to start off the Ditto, certainly one way to assert yourself against another main of your character. Goblin's trying to fight back a little bit, and he is going to be able to get that jab into the Nair, but Kola fights back already, and he's brought that back to even percent. He's lapped Goblin, and that's going to be another stock here. No, not quite.
Not quite. That left side blast zone looking real pretty for Kola, though. Nice grab reaction from Goblin, getting the back throw, gets some stage presence for a moment, but Kola takes it back immediately, gets the dash boosted F tilt, going all the way out there, trying to snipe Goblin once again, but to no avail. The sour spot of the side B's not going to be enough, and Goblin is just not afraid, but you should be afraid of the blast zone, Kola, because you dripped into it just a little bit too much.
Just a little bit too much is an apt way to put it, but there's a little bit too much sauce on that double-edged dance. Kola going to find another stock in short order. Now Goblin down onto his final one of the first game. Let's see if he can fight back. He does get a quick little grab on low percent of Kola, but Kola's able to wiggle out, and now it's his turn once again. Nope, the Blazer comes through, interrupts immediately.
Man, that was such a smart roll and double-edged dance as well. If he let that downward angled double-edged dance rip, the shield would have been broken. Kola once again dipping into that blast zone, but he makes it back. That's dangerous. That could have been a huge punish for Kola, but unfortunately doesn't pull the trigger.
Kola trying to bait hard with that landing Nair 1 dash back. Goblin not going to bite the hook this time around, but he's still in dire straits. Kola just kind of going to be able to wait for his moment with all the kill power that Roy has, and with that extra stock to play with, it's looking not great for Goblin, but I guess if Kola goes too low again...
Both opponents just swinging on each other. Goblin finding a forward air, looking for an edge guard, and finding the neutral B on the 2-frame. Kola now down to his last stock, but Goblin reeling just a little bit. The dash boosted F tilt. Is Kola going to run off stage again? Not this time. The ledge trump, but Goblin able to air dodge through. This is so close, so tense. Can Kola find the stock right here and now? Not quite.
Still alive and kicking. Goblin desperately not wanting to let go of this first game. Kola searching for any potential option. Goblin on the ledge again, and then it's just the floating neutral B. Finds that stock, finds that game, and Kola is in the lead. See him right there. He's unbothered. He's looking calm. He's looking collected.
As you should, as definitively the best Roy in the world, right? We've talked about some of the better Roys here, but Goblin, I think, being just slightly worse than Kola in some regards. We've seen Kola with some explosive upsets, some explosive gameplay in many tournaments, but Goblin, of course, no slouch, and as you can see, can take it to Kola, brought him to last stock, but can we make a difference here on Town and City? Can we find a game against Kola?
The one good thing about the Roy Ditto is that you're not worried about Town as a counter pick because it benefits you exactly as much as it benefits the opponent. So Goblin, nice and confident taking us here. A risky up B, drifting a little bit to the side of that ledge.
Great parry, but that up air is just safe enough to avoid it. Goblin reeling a little bit on this right side, trying to make their way back to stage. Kola with an early up B just to cover the recovery of Goblin to get some extra damage. That's a tech chase, but Kola able to avoid it.
And I want to go ahead and credit Goblin. It's early in the set, but he's done such a good job of recovering past Kola's attempted edge guards. Kola's gone deep so many times, and he's not going to need to go deep for that stock because it's just a raw F smash off the right side. But Goblin's been able to wiggle through every single time.
Yes. And Kola's been so aggressive off the level, too, and some crazy combinations coming out from Kola there. The up throw into the forward air, that's a pretty interesting combination to go for at this stage, but Goblin sharking with this ledge trap and looking for the counter, but doesn't need it, able to make it back, and that's a stock for Goblin.
I do see a couple people asking in the chat which Roy is which. Kola is the purple one, Goblin is the blue one. Kola rocking the WTF. I wonder what that could mean.
Who knows?
Tag in-game. We have no idea
What
here.
the flip, perhaps.
Could be, but could also be a stock coming soon as Kola is continuing to put this damage on. 115 now. All Roy needs to do is tap it into the blast zone.
We saw a jab connection there for Kola, and the weak hit up air into the back air. Not going to sweet, unfortunately, but still has the stage presence. And I think he was looking for a B reverse there, trying to catch Goblin slipping, but he will find the Jair, of course. A bread and butter for Kola. We've seen it time and time again, and now up 2 stocks to 1 on Goblin.
Roy players just do not miss those in the heat of the moment. Goblin finally finding himself a little bit of respite from the assault that Kola is putting on here. But it's not going to last very long. The up B only gets him off of you for so long.
The aggression.
Kola, dash boost, F tilt, going deep again. Goblin fighting back still, but it's looking more and more dire.
Yeah, Kola's just holding forward. The aggression is so potent. He finds a grab, looking for a back throw tech chase on the platform perhaps. Is Goblin able to avoid it? That's a big punish though. The F smash, great option select from Goblin. And now on last stock, but this is looking dangerous, last.
And I want to give a lot of credit to Goblin for that decision making there. Kola, a Roy, a fast Roy with Angel platform invincibility, one of the most terrifying things in the game. So Goblin's going to go deep off stage, use the ledge invincibility to kind of counteract that, and then come back when it's his turn to fight as well. But can only fight for so long. Kola going to find that side B, even center stage. It's enough at that percent. And that's going to be the second game as well, going to the best player in Georgia, by some may say.
For a reason, man, for a reason. Kola doing an excellent job dispatching of Goblin in that second game. But regardless, Goblin's looking pretty poised, pretty composed. We saw Kola fading around his shield in that last stock, trying to bait out an option. Goblin standing stoic, but in the end just catches that double-edged dance. So if Goblin could just tighten up a little bit, we could see a little bit of a more competitive set here. But Kola's just playing so fast, man.
And that's the thing that he does best. He just continues to put the pressure on until eventually you crack. The people who are able to stand up to Kola are either, one, the people who have strong enough defense, like, a Kola, for example, who can just put up that wall long enough that he can't break through, or somebody like Light who can match him speed for speed, aggression for aggression.
Exactly,
but it is a rare player who can match Kola's level of aggression, as he once again finds a beautiful conversion into the F smash off that right side. Goblin can't quite do the same, and this deficit is only going to grow from here.
Yeah, Kola's playing so hot as well. We're seeing so many different combos coming out for Kola, but the weak hit, that should be enough. The angle is just too egregious for you to make it back from that one. And Goblin, despite that early deficit that he found himself at, has already equalized it back up. But here comes Kola with an advantage state, getting some jabs, getting some upward angled double-edged dances, has the edge guard ready and available, gets the ledge trump, but can't find the connection after the fact.
And I love that idea from Kola, knowing that Goblin would probably try and air dodge in after the trump, so not looking for drop-down back air, but instead going to ledge and then doing rising up air to catch him with the sour spot. It doesn't work out, but the idea was there, and it was impressive.
Yes. Goblin finding themselves in the lead for the moment, gets a grab, gets an up air. That's damage for Goblin. How long can we keep this advantage state going? Not for very long. Kola swinging with that up air and finding a Jair. Once again, Kola 2 stocks to 1.
Kola had to have modified the game when we weren't looking. Roy's up air's not supposed to be that big.
Not supposed to be that safe either, but for Kola it is.
And Kola looking to close this set out here. Goblin, the Blazer, comes out fast enough to stop the edge guard, but 50% built in the blink of an eye and still climbing. Not quite.
Gotta take
techs
that.
it, so is going to survive, but it's nothing. It doesn't matter. Kola is still going to find his man. He's like a bounty hunter out here. He never misses his mark, and this time it was Goblin, a 3-0 in quick succession, sending him to the losers.
Kola, you didn't have to do all that. That was so stylish, so flashy, and in Kola fashion. 3-0's Goblin, one of the best Roys in the world, and he made it look easy.
I mean, Kola definitely saying there, you may be one of the best Roys in the world, but I am the best Roy in the world, and that is exactly why. In the Ditto, in any other matchup, he's going to show up and show out just like that. What a way to kick off our top 32 here at MomoCon.
I couldn't ask for a better way. I know I was dogging on the last couple of commentators
for
this.
You were mad. Man, I gotta pull back the curtain. You were in Script and Lentini's faces, man.
Right over there. I was malding. I was walking back and forth. But no, Roy is my favorite character. And, of course, Kola, one of the homies, one of the best in Georgia. Goblin as well, from my home region of Florida. So I got to root for both of them. But I wanted to commentate this set. I had to commentate this set last. I had to.
Well, you got